It's that time where we sit and ponder on what happened before, what will happen in the new year. I am currently watching The Lie. It is playing free on Freevee. I have posted it to my community board. There you go. I just wanted to talk to you guys briefly about this past year and New Year's resolutions. And do any of you have any New Year's resolutions? Is there anything you'd like to do? Places you like to see? Things you'd like to change about your life, yourself? Hello, Miss Dixon. Hello. Thank you for joining me, sweetheart. Just thought I'd jump on here briefly just to chat with you guys before we end 2023. Just to say I'm chilling. I've been busy today cleaning and mopping. I've mopped all the floors. I threw out things from the refrigerator. I took a nice leather box and a plastic container over to this young lady. She doesn't speak any English, but anyway, I took her some things like a salt lamp and door hangers, just things I wasn't going to be using because I thought I had gone through everything, but I realized I don't have a lot of storage space. So the orange container, it's like a leather box. It's real pretty. It's like a faux leather box. It was heavy too, and I got tired putting things in it because the more things you put in it, the heavier it became. But anyway, in that box, I would put like my cords and light bulbs and things like that in there. And I thought, man, I'm getting ready to downsize this stuff. I gathered that box up, put some stuff in that box that I didn't need, and another little orange plastic container I had gotten from the Dollar Tree. And it just so happened to be orange too. That was so weird. And I piled that stuff in that box and carried it over to her. And hey, whatever she does with it is on her. I won't be mad if she chopped it all in the garbage. I just, I've been taking her things, that I haven't been using and things I didn't need. And so I've been going through the linen closet just to make sure I had tidied up everything in there. So what I ended up doing, the things that was left behind, the phone cords, and chargers, I just put them in a Ziploc bag. I just didn't even care at this point. I was just like, you know what? I'll find something later this week to put those chargers and phone cords in, because it's just a few of them, and old VCR cords, because I bought the white and red wires. Sorry if I seem disoriented, I'm tired. Those cords I had gotten from the thrift store, trying to hook up this so stupid Bluetooth box to the TV, and this TV rather, does not cast to this box. And I've had this box for 2.5 years. I got it December 21. It does not cast to the TV. The TV is not compatible. So all that money you spend on these Roku TVs, they don't cast for some reason. It's very strange. And I can cast from my phone. Like I want to cast a YouTube video from my phone to the TV. It'll do that. But that box there, I can't get sound from that box to connect to the TV, which is the weirdest thing I've ever heard in my life. So that's that, everybody. So yeah, I did all that earlier, cleaning up, mopping all the rooms, the kitchen, redone the kitchen, went in all the cabinets to make sure there was nothing I wanted to take into 2024. Went in the refrigerator, did the same, make sure there was nothing that was expired, because there was some granola in there that was expired. I think it said September, October, but I tasted it and it didn't taste bad. So I was thinking, well, if you eat some of it and get sick, then you know why. But other than that, that's been my day today. Tidying up this place. As you see, it's not much in here, but it's very simple. Most people will tell me, you tidy up and there's nothing to tidy up, because most people who ever come in my home, they always say, everything's nice and neat. What are you doing? What is it that you're cleaning exactly? And I'm like, honey, a place can get dusty very easily just from you tracking in things on your shoes. You have to walk outside. So where I live, it's surrounded by trees. And so all that stuff comes off the trees, the leaves, and there's leaves all on the sidewalk. And you track all that stuff in, because I keep telling myself, like, why is this place so dusty? And you don't realize it's dusty until you actually get the broom and start sweeping. And then you looking like, dang, this is a lot of dust. So that's been my day today. Happy New Year's, everybody. Hello, Sammy P. Gemini Moon, thank you for joining me. I got 12 in the house. Thank you. Nothing special. I was just checking in with you guys to see what you guys were doing. If any of you all had any plans to go out tonight. I don't have any plans to go out. Of course, you already know there's a reason why I'm not. I'll discuss that at a later date. But right now, I'm just here. Of course, you should know the Queen has something to imbibe on. That's gonna always be on the table. Let's just say, whether I go out for New Year's or not, whether I go out to dance and listen to music, I'm gonna always keep me something to drink. That's just me. I do like to have a little toddy. So I always keep me a little something here at the house. So I've got a little drinky drink ready to go for later on if I don't fall asleep. Because I think I've exerted myself going through stuff. You never really think that you can get tired just looking through stuff and unwinding cords and stuff. And it wasn't really a lot of stuff that was in that orange bin, but once I started digging through it and then trying to untangle stuff, my head started hurting. I was like, oh my God, Jesus. You know what I wanted to do? I just wanted to take the whole leather bin. I actually just wanted to take the whole damn thing and throw it in the garbage and say, whatever's in here, I'll cry about it later. I almost wanted to have like that the hoarders show on A&E. I wanted to kind of be like the guy who's the organizer that just says, just throw it away. Don't look at it. Don't worry about what's in it. You ain't touched it, which I go in the bin, of course, if I need a cord or something, or one of the cords isn't working. And that's a whole nother subject too, about those cheap ass cords from Dollar Tree. And they don't last long. Even the longer one I have, it's like 20 feet. I think it's 20 feet, 15 or 20 feet, the pink one. It stopped working. After a couple months, I could see it wasn't charging properly. And it's like, those cords aren't worth a darn. They're not worth anything. So, what is your resolution for this year? What is it that you all would like to change about your life, yourself? Any new goals? Anybody in the house want to give an answer? Nobody? I haven't really figured out. Well, no, that's not really true. I have a small list. It's not a big list, but there's some things I'd like to work on for the new year. I definitely like a new location. That is definitely one of the things on my list. Before I lose my damn mind. I just want to look up one day and be somewhere else. I don't want to I bore easily. That's my problem. I bore very easily. I get frustrated very easily. And when I get annoyed, it's like I can't see past what I'm annoyed about. And that's a terrible place to be. So, that would be something naturally I could try to work on, of course. But just saying in general, just like some days I'm like, damn, I'm seeing red. And I don't want to see red because it's just not good. It's not healthy. But I'm just chilling here in this little bitty box, watching this movie, The Lie. Let me tell you guys, there's so many apps on the Roku TV, Roku box that you can, tune into. Once you open the app, you download it and then you open it up. So this Freevee, I hadn't really tuned into it. There was something on the Amazon. I was fooling with my Amazon account, and then, oh God, that's a whole nother story. Fooling with these apps to make me sick. The Amazon app took forever to get into about a week or so ago, and the Freevee was in that for some weird reason. And so I ended up watching some TV show. So then I said, well, wait a minute. Why am I going in this Amazon app if I already got the Freevee app? So I said, go over to Freevee and see if the same stuff is, showing up in the queue, the same movies and TV shows, which it was, of course. I thought, I don't need that damn Amazon app. I'll just go over here to Freevee. Let me tell you, I like some of the shows I've passed that came up for suggestions. Probably a little better than that damn Tubi, because Tubi's got stuff that's just, I don't know, just low rent. So some of those black movies, oh my God, they're so cheesy. The titles are cheesy. The acting is cheesy. It's not trying to be funny, but some of the movies, they're just cheesy, and some of the white movies too, they're cheesy too. It's just, I don't know, it's the script. Some of the scripts are just too much. But anyway, right here on Freevee, please check it out. Check it out tonight if you all aren't going out, or, next time you're free, got some free time, want to watch a movie. Honey, this crazy movie I'm watching right here, let me show you. It's called The Lie. And this guy right here, he's a good actor. I like him. I've seen him in a lot of movies. This movie is so damn crazy. I don't want to tell you the movie, because I'm sure many of you are going to Google it anyway. But he and his wife, I guess they're divorced, moving on. They live in separate places. They've got this one daughter that they share between each other. And obviously the daughter's got some emotional problems. And it starts out, the father is taking the daughter. It's in the winter. It looks like they're in Canada. Because the first thing I said when I saw the apartment building, I said, what the hell is this? This is not the United States. The Queen's good with locations. I'm good. I can see a building and I can tell you, this ain't America. So I was looking at the buildings and I thought, what the hell is this? Russia? I'm crazy. I said, this isn't America. Where'd they film this damn movie? I said, this got to be Canada. Nothing against the Canadians, because, I love my Canadians and my Brits. But I said, this movie's filmed in Canada. I do believe. So anyway, because the balconies were facing, all the balconies were facing front toward the street, and it was just weird. The building just looked weird to me. So that's what made me think of Canada. But anyway, the father is taking the daughter on a ballerina retreat. The girl doesn't want to go. So it's dead of winter. They're driving down this lonely stretch of road, and there's a bus stop. Well, you all know. Oh, have you seen it, Brooke? Okay, good. Don't say nothing. Don't talk about it in the chat, because as you see, I got it on pause. I'm like, what the hell is a bus stop doing in the middle of nowhere? The Queen's going to analyze it. I'm like, there's nothing but snow. There are no skyscrapers, no convenience stores, no nothing. And this girl is standing there in a bus bubble, waiting on the bus. The girl, looks out the window, realizes it's one of her schoolmates. So she tells her dad to stop the car. So long story short, they pick the girl up. But you can see the two girls on the back seat, they're not vibing. The girl who's picked up, she's flirting with the daddy. And the friend, who's invited her to get in the damn car, she's telling her about herself. And I'm going to leave it at that. I'm not going to tell you the rest because I think you'll figure it out where this is going. I've been cussing ever since the damn credits rolled. Just because this story starts off, it's illogical. You're going out in the middle of nowhere and there's a bus bubble. This is crazy. Hello, everybody. Thank you, honey. Thank you, Coleslaw. Thank you. I'm like, why is this bus bubble out here and there's nothing here? So it's like you would have to walk miles just to get to the damn bubble to catch the damn bus. And I thought, whoever wrote this script, you didn't write this right. You could have set the scene up a whole lot different because it doesn't make any sense. And that's what I'm sure a lot of people probably thought when they first started watching the movie. They're watching this man drive down a lonely road in the dead of winter, and all of a sudden there's a damn bubble where you catch a bus, and you're looking like there's nothing around. How would you get to this bubble? This is so damn crazy. But anyway, it's a good movie so far. Because let's see how many minutes I'm in. Let's see. I'm 15 minutes and 12 seconds into, I'm farther than this because I went backwards. I went back to the beginning because I was in the kitchen doing stuff like I do, OCD, doing stuff in the kitchen. And I said, I'm going to replay it because when I started watching what happened, the crazy part, where it gets to the crazy part, I want to tell you what happened. I said, let me rewind this movie because I've been in this kitchen fumbling around. I've missed some stuff. I said, I need to figure out why this father thinks nobody's going to know this girl was out there in the middle of nowhere. See, I'm trying not to tell you the movie. But anyway, check it out. Don't mind me. I've got on my fuzzy slippers and socks because I'm cold. And the pink ones have gotten dirty. They need to be washed. So that's that. Okay. What are y'all talking about back there? Oh, Brooke, don't say nothing. I already know it gets crazy. Like I said, I'm really past the 15-minute mark. I just rewound it so I could see how it started out at the beginning because I was in the kitchen doing stuff. And I told myself, how are you going to watch a movie if you're not going to watch it and sit and look at everything? I'll tell you something else I watched last night and fell asleep on it. And then I got back up today to finish it. And I started getting bored because, I don't know, lately my mind just is scatterbrained. I don't focus on stuff like I used to. And I don't know why. And I'm working on focusing on one thing at a time, such as if I watch a movie, sit down and watch it. Don't go do nothing. Don't go fumble with nothing. Don't go looking in the kitchen. Don't go looking in the linen closet. Don't ask. But anyway, Howard's Mill, also playing on Freevee, on the Freevee app. It's about Tennessee. It's about all these weird disappearances in this small town of Springfield, Tennessee. Now, I Googled Springfield, Tennessee late this morning. It is a real town. And it's near the northern border of this state. It sits above Nashville, if anybody's curious. But anyway, check it out on Freevee. Howard's Mill. It's going to take you around and around and around this town, the people that live in the town. One guy who's a recluse that they believe may have murdered some young girls. It starts off about a black guy and a black girl being married. He moves there. She's from Springfield. And then one day, oh, thank you, sweetie. Then one day the black girl goes missing. He and her are out on their property because, it's just rural Tennessee. And they're, what do you call it? Looking for treasures. They're treasure hunting. Long story short, she goes missing. I don't care what anybody says. That black man killed his wife. He killed her, or somebody was out looking and lurking and they snatched up the wife. But the weird thing about the movie is that this damn story just takes you around and around of all these people that went missing in Howard's Mill since 1970 something. You have a Hispanic family that went missing and they left behind a little boy. Then you got another story of a young girl that went missing. And it's just story after story after story. But the clincher is all the people that went missing, they all went missing on this set of property. That's the clincher. So then we got a guy who comes in who starts talking about time traveling. And I thought, dude, that's not real. And I'm not about to believe in no damn time traveling. Because some of the stuff is kind of freaky about one of the little girls that went missing. And then they found her body like years later. But the body should have been aged. You have to watch it to understand it because it's all over the place. It's a very weird story. I think I'll stay the hell away from Springfield, Tennessee. That's what I told myself. I said, well, if you decide to ever go up that way, just don't stop there. Because they got sinkholes and all that on top of crazy stuff. And I don't know what the hell's going on in Springfield, but anyway. My daughter lives in White House. Springfield is the town over. Oh my God, really? Jesus wept. Now you're scaring me now. Damn. See how small the world is? What are the odds I'd be talking about this Howard's Mill and your daughter lives one town over? Get out of here. Now that you're creeping me out. See, this is why I keep telling you all. 6 degrees of separation. You don't ever know when you're going to be talking to people about something and they've been where you've been and you may have been to some little rinky-dink place that you think nobody's ever heard of or talked about, and then somebody just jumps in the damn chat and starts talking and they're like, oh yeah, I'm from such and such. I'm from Butterfield. I'm from Butterfield, Tennessee. You're like, what? It's like, what the hell? Oh my goodness. Well, honey, after watching that damn movie was so weird because I couldn't tell who was acting and who was a real person. You understand what I'm saying? Because you already knew it was a reenactment. Because I know that's not the real black guy that may have killed his wife. That was an actor. But the other townspeople, like the curator of the museum and all that type of stuff, I want to know, were those people real? They showed a guy who was a principal at the high school. I want to know if he was real. And then they had to show this older guy who used to be a cop. And he's a cashier at the grocery store. I thought, oh my God, this is Mayberry. You got the guy who's the lawyer, the cop, the judge, and the, what do you call that? The crossing guard. He's got 7 different jobs. Oh my God. That's when you know you live in a small town, kind of like Idaho. You know, because I don't want to veer off into the creepy stuff. But when all that mess went on with Idaho last year, when they said something about the nurse being the medical examiner, I just was like, oh my God, I got to turn my TV off. This is ridiculous. This is absolutely ridiculous. So next you're going to tell me what? What does the judge do when he's not being the judge? He's a security guard. Only in small towns. Well, you all have been chatting down there. I haven't heard anything about a resolution, a New Year's resolution. What are you guys going to be doing? What are your plans for the new year? Do any of you have any resolutions? I haven't heard anything in the chat. Happy New Year, everybody. I haven't heard anybody say, this is what I plan to do in 2024. This is what I'd like to change about my life. This is what I'd like to free myself from. This is what I'd like to gain in 2024. I think the judge owns a dairy farm. Please stop. The judge where? The judge where? In Idaho? Moscow? What are you talking about? Or are you talking about Tennessee? Oh, in Springfield, the judge owns. Well, that wouldn't shock me that the judge owns a dairy farm because that's all rural. Because when I Googled Springfield this morning, all it has is a Walmart and a damn Big Lots. And then some other little, I think, personal stores that are privately owned. A boutique and something else came up. Nothing spectacular. No Ross or no Macy's. A gas station without a public restroom too, laugh out loud. Right. Well, that's because you're supposed to just be going in and out. Because guess what? You've seen those movies, and they're usually scary movies, where there's always the female who has to urinate. She has to empty her bladder, and then she goes and goes around the side of the building. And then when she goes in there, it's all nasty, and the toilet seat's broken, and the back of the commode's broken, and it's disgusting as heck. God, those movies are funny to me because everybody knows you don't use gas station bathrooms, especially the ones that are private. Like when you got to get a key and go around to the back of the building or the side of the building. I pass. I'll tell a person, honey, let's find the nearest McDonald's or Burger King. One time they told me they didn't have a restroom. I said, so you pee in your pocket and walked out? Oh, coleslaw. Now. Jesus. Now, see, you were trying to end up on a true crime story. I hope you didn't live in a place where you said that. Oh, Lordy. But yeah, when you watch that Howard's Mill, it's also on Freevee. Just the stories of the people that went missing and, this family, this Hispanic family back in the 70s that left a little boy. And then the little boy said he felt like the earth took his parents. I told myself, this is crazy. Now, even though this area does have sinkholes, so what are we saying? He was out playing or working that day with his family, and then what? One by one, everybody fell in a sinkhole? Can you imagine? But even if the sinkhole was 20 feet, 30 feet down, you still would be able to see the people down in the hole. Because when you go back to the property to look around, you see this little boy, and you find him, and you know that he belonged to these people, wouldn't the sheriff go back out there to that property and look around? I don't know. This is weird story. Did not make one this year. Just glad to be here. Oh, okay. They think the family fell in the sinkhole for real. Well, I saw the sinkhole that they showed, but naturally, I don't know. I ain't really trying to touch that sinkhole stuff. All that flying saucer business. I just think the movie was very interesting. And I started getting bored because, I don't know, I'm the type of person that when I watch something, if it starts to get just ignorant, I'm ready to turn it off. And I know that's horrible. I don't know if it's just because my patience is just getting shorter and shorter. Howard's Mill, I just started literally about to chew my paw watching that today, trying to finish it. I was like, we have gone from missing people to the creepy guy in town that picked up the girl and didn't take her home. She was gone for an hour. Then I think the reenactment, they interviewed the girl, but she never said he touched her or did anything to her. She said she jumped out the car when he got to like a stop sign or something. It's just very weird. All of it's weird. But the thing is that creepy guy, his property aligns with all the missing people, if it makes any sense to you. So I don't know. People in White House say Springfield folks took too much medication, if you know what I mean. Thank you, Stardust. What do you mean took too much medication? What kind of medicine are you talking about? Marijuana? Acid. Well, hell, So what? All these missing people. But see, this is the thing about the storyline. If you watch Howard Mills, the people that went missing, they all went missing at different times. They didn't go missing like 1977, then 1976, then 1979. It wasn't like that. You got the Hispanic family gone in the 70s. Then you fast forward to the 80s, 88 or somewhere in there. It's like a jump. And then you've got the black lady that went missing. She's probably the last one to go missing. That's like 2015 or something, 16. It doesn't make any sense. If we're talking about a serial killer, well, hell, he'd be old by the time he decided to kidnap the black lady. I don't know. I think the town is just one of those towns that just has a lot of bad luck. Because there's another documentary I was watching. I can't remember if it was on Pluto or it's on Pluto or Tubi. There was this town that had a lot of bad luck too. Every time you looked up, there was murders. I can't remember if it's on the East Coast. Yeah, it might have been upstate on the East Coast. All these weird murders happen in this town. So I think Springfield might just be that place. A lot of weird stuff happened with missing people. And I won't doubt that Hispanic family that went missing, that might have just been somebody was racist, came through, didn't want the people there working. I mean, you don't know, because they may have thought, well, nobody's going to miss them. Nobody's going to come look for them. We get them all gone. Or one elderly lady said, I think they left their little boy behind. She thinks those people just took off and left their kid, which I thought, well, why would a whole family leave a little boy behind? That's weird. I don't know. Acid trips. God, you all are crazy. 29 people viewing, and I haven't heard one person say anything about their New Year's resolution. It does have bad luck. Springfield is beautiful to drive through. Oh, I'm sure it is, because that's what I was thinking when I was looking at the movie. I said, well, if this is actually filmed in Tennessee, it looks really nice. Well, Tennessee's a beautiful state anyway, and I think most states in the United States are nice to look at. I don't think there's too many states I would say were just ugly. I guess it depends on your preference. Just like out west, I haven't been out west, like Texas on. I haven't been that far out. But just from the pictures and the things I've seen, it looks nice. I just think it depends on what you like, But Tennessee's a long state. This is a long state. If you go look at it on a map, Tennessee's a long state. And I told myself that today when I was watching it. I said, this Springfield place, I've never even been anywhere up near there, to my knowledge. Because I've never gone through Tennessee that will get that close to Kentucky, except for going north. Like when I was going home, I'd go through Kentucky. I go through Jellicoe, then Lexington, then Cincinnati, Indianapolis, then to Chicago. But I've never been in those parts of Tennessee. Very interesting. Well, nobody wants to give me their New Year's resolution, so I guess you all got all your ducks in a row then down there in the chat, because nobody has said a damn thing about what what they're going to do for 2024. Have you heard of Adams, Tennessee? No, I haven't. Where is it? Is it near there? Or Nashville? Or Memphis? God, they're already shooting their guns off. Still early. Oh, near Clarksville. Okay. Well, what about it? Is that where you are? Oh, the Bell Witch. Oh, I think I've heard of the Bell. I've heard of the Bell Witch. Yeah. Well, I have enjoyed looking at some of the suggestions in this Freevee app. So if you all are going to stay up tonight and watch a little television, which that's what my plan is, I recommend this Freevee app. I highly recommend it because so far I've seen some good suggestions. And as you see, as I told you all, I'm watching this here. It's called The Lie. And so far it is pretty good because I've been cussing up a storm trying to watch it. I've been sitting here pondering, like, who wrote this movie? I need to meet the people. I need to meet the guy or lady who wrote this crazy movie. Oh, Kentucky. You live near Franklin, Kentucky. Oh, okay. Well, good old Southern now. Okay. Yes, I've heard of the Bell Witch. Yeah, I sure have. I sure have. Well, I'm not gonna hold you guys. I just wanted to just check in with you all and say hello and wish you all a happy new year and see what resolutions any of you had. And so far, nobody in the chat has said one thing about what they'd like to do differently this year or stay the same, or did any of you house clean, or did any of you put on a pot of black-eyed peas? That's an old black folk remedy for New Year's. Cook a pot of black-eyed peas, or just taste test it. Even if you're not a black-eyed peas eater, you're supposed to eat a little bit so you can have good luck for the new year. I don't know. I don't eat no black-eyed peas. I don't believe in having an unclean house. That's my superstition. That's my own superstition I made up. Some people do the black-eyed peas. I think they said something about not having dirty laundry, which we already know you're going to have laundry. So the laundry isn't really full because I just washed a couple of days ago. But the thing is, I don't like having a dirty house going into the new year. That's just something I do not like. I don't like a dirty house, period. But I don't like clutter. As you can see, there's no clutter. I don't want nothing out of place because I don't like fooling with stuff. I don't have any patience now, so I just don't want to be fooling with a lot of stuff. And I told myself that the more stuff you have, the more things you have to do. I mean, it's just true. If you have a house full of stuff, think about it. That's more bumping into something. Something's falling over. Something needs dusting. It's just, it could be overwhelming, and I don't want to do it. I don't want to be cleaning every day, which I do it anyway, just sweeping this floor. But I don't want to fool with a lot of stuff. I don't want to dig in stuff. You know, like you go in the linen closet. If that stuff is not neatly put in a basket, you're reaching for stuff, you're knocking stuff over. See, that right there would send me up the wall. Just like the junk drawer in your kitchen. They need to be neat so as you can find what you're looking for. Just like today, I put everything up and couldn't even remember where this other cord was so I could do this live stream. The longer extension cord. I thought, where is the cord? I said, see, this is what happens when you start moving stuff around. What she say? Spending more time with my family and friends. Oh, okay. So Coleslaw wants to spend more time with family and friends. On the hog jaw to say, what? Queen, what's your NYR? Well, Stardust, my plan is to find me somewhere else to slumber. That's the plan. That was the plan in 2023, but it didn't work out like I wanted. I didn't end up, moving where I wanted to be. I just took something that came along as not to be, sleeping in my car. But I've got some prospects of some new places. I've talked to some people, and I'm just waiting. My name is like on a wait list. So that's my journey. Yeah, that's my journey. And I need me a really nice automobile. Just me and cars, we don't get along as of late. Why I don't know, but me and automobiles, we are not getting along. The black eyed peas and hot jaw and greens with cornbread is my food for tomorrow. Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. So you are going to have black eyed peas. Oh my goodness. Now I can eat black eyed peas. It's not like I've never had them, but I think they go good with fried chicken, fried chicken, and yes, cornbread. I think they are tolerable with fried chicken and cornbread and maybe a little slaw, even though I know a lot of people like pinto beans and slaw and fried chicken and cornbread. But to me, the peas would be just the same. Now, what is this jaw you're talking about? Hot jaw. What is that? You show enough a southerner. Good God Almighty. Talking about some black eyed peas, hot jaw, and greens with cornbread. Oh, God. You show enough a southerner. Good goobity goob. After some of these people that probably come from the West Coast, if they were looking in this chat, they'd be like, what in the hell are they talking about? What are they eating? Black eyed peas. A hog. Good God. And what part of this hog you eating? Oh, bacon. Okay, I got you. Yeah, it's not like some good bacon. I think I had a dream the other day that I was eating a really juicy hamburger with some bacon on it. Because you know what? There's nothing like having a burger with some bacon, quite frankly. Please check out my contents video yesterday, last night, about this guy. Oh, it's about 2 months, coming up 2 months now. He had an altercation with his neighbors. He went upstairs, and one thing led to another. The black guy comes out with scissors. He pulls out a gun. He shoots him, his stepson, goes on a run for like 3 days. And then allegedly he pulls out a knife when confronted by the police in New York, and they shoot him. They shot him multiple times. It's just a crazy story. But these things happen when you have neighbor issues. This is why I said you have to watch your tone, your tongue, your temperament, because it's easy to pop off. Because people do get fed up. And that's what people don't understand about apartment living. It just gets old. And that's where I'm at right now. I'm just exhausted. You know, some people say, well, just block it out. I tell them, you block it out. You can't tell me to block it out because you're not dealing with it. That's what people don't understand. Apartment living just gets old. I don't like it. You know, I just don't want to continue being in an apartment. I don't want to step over anybody to get to my door. I don't want to hear your problems coming in and leaving out. You know, just theatrics all the damn time. It just gets old. The jaw made into bacon. Okay. It's just salty bacon from the hog's jaw. Okay. Wow. I'll have to look that up. Terry, and yes, it's good in any beans. It sure does get old. Yes, it does. They're brand new. This last one they're building, it's in construction as I am speaking to you right now. So they've got maybe 2 other buildings already up, and those are probably full. So this third installment, you know, it's just a matter of finishing it up, because the ladies already got my name on the list for this newer one that they're building. So it's supposed to have been completed, I thought, around this time right now, December, late December. But I've talked to them last week, and they said they're hoping for late January. So I'm praying somebody calls me in January, because I want to get out. That's why you don't see a lot of stuff in here in the living room, because I've tried to pare down everything, because I don't want to have a lot of stuff to take. More than likely, what you see in this living room won't be at the next place. I'm not trying to really take nothing. I'm trying to be just like old drifter. I'm going with the plastic bag and a stick. I'm trying to get the hell out of here. I'm ready to go. I am ready to go. Hoping you fine. Yes, thank you so much. I appreciate that. Yeah, I just don't like the way the place is set up, because the way this place is made, I have to walk downstairs to get into this apartment. The way it's made, I'm on the bottom level, and my knees have been really bothering me. That just really bad. My knees and my feet, they're just, everything's just not the best. And I just feel like I don't know, I feel claustrophobic for some reason. Just I don't like the way it's made. And then it's on a dead end. It's a little short street, so there's nowhere to park your car. You can't have visitors over because there's nowhere for them to park their car. And then the guy that owns the little building across the street, he doesn't want you parking in his little designated space he's got for his tenants. So it's just not a good place. It's just not a good place. What are y'all laughing at down there? Yeah, that's see, things like that can cause problems with people when you start living in places where you can't even park your car, your visitors can't park. It's just not good. And then too, this BS with these neighbors behind me with the dogs. I was standing out looking just not even 2 hours ago. I was looking out this side door that goes to my balcony, my porch rather, and I was looking at the neighbor. She's standing out there watching her dogs, I guess, use the bathroom over the fence. And I thought, damn, how many dogs do you all have? They got 4 damn dogs. Now, mind you, one of those dogs was just over here the other day, allegedly attacking the girl that lives next door. And she was hollering and screaming and everything. She finally took her crazy ass inside the apartment when I told her to get in her apartment. And I was just sitting here thinking to myself, did you all go to the pound and get that dog back? Because I could have sworn the dog that was over here that allegedly bit her dog and was jumping up on her, he looks like the dog I saw over across that fence tonight. And I said to myself, I bet you they didn't put that dog down. You want to be a bag lady to move. Yes, a bag lady. Oh, I see. Yeah. Hey, let me tell you something. When you start to get older, you realize you do not need a lot of stuff. And when you just get fed up and tired of stuff, you've heard people say, I could just leave with the clothes on my back. That's how I feel. There's many days I feel like that. I could just walk out of here with whatever the hell I'm wearing and not take nothing. Because one, I hate moving. I hate packing up stuff. I hate carrying stuff. And this is going to be a battle coming out of here because, like I said, I have stairs. As you see, that's what it looks like. See, those are my stairs to go up to the porch to get out of here. And then that doorway is narrow. So when I come in to bring parcels, bags, shopping, all that kind of stuff, it's narrow coming in. I mean, you literally can't even walk through the door with grocery bags and then try to walk down those stairs to come down into this apartment. I'm just over it. I'm just ready to get the hell out of here. Just ready to go, honey. I don't want to be up here. I don't want to be in a place with a dead end where you can't park, you don't have any parking. Because you got to think about stuff like if the ambulance comes, if the fire truck comes, and you're going to be blocked in here. If this place was ever to catch on fire and any of these buildings was to catch on fire, it would be hellacious because all the buildings are going around in like a U, and it's all one way in. It's bad, trust me. It's a recipe for disaster. But yeah, I'm just ready to go. I'm just ready to see something else. You know, I'm just ready to see something else. I've done my time. I'm ready to get the hell on. Frankly, I'd like to move out of state. If I could have my way, And I say this all the time. If I could have my way, I'd be in Georgia. And I'm mad at myself because when I was in this situation 2 and a half years ago, I was focusing more on trying to build this YouTube channel that summer 21. I got distracted. My black butt should have been going down to Georgia and doing auditions, but I didn't. And I beat myself up about that. Like, you should have been on that highway going down to audition. And I just got sidetracked, So what I was doing was I was trying to find things to do here, as far as acting, that could possibly get me to Georgia or LA or wherever. And then that's how I ended up doing the Dolly Parton movie last year as an extra. I'm always looking on, Jupiter's website to see if they have anybody that, any roles that fit my profile for the true crime shows. But see, that's the gist of that, is that a lot of the roles that I've seen in the past year and a half, 2 years, they never fit my profile because they're always looking for a certain type of person. They might be looking for a cop, or they're looking for a Hispanic lady and she's got to be this tall. And see, they have a criteria because they want you to mirror the person in the true crime story. So, that makes sense. Get somebody similar to who the story is about. So, hey, how many tall, big black ladies that have been murdered? So, that sounds so bad, but I'm just, and it's not saying I couldn't play somebody's mother or grandmother, but you know what I mean. Hello, darling. Happy New Year. I'm due to retire after 33 years of teaching elementary art. Oh, wow. That's nice. Art teacher in the house. How wonderful. I always wished I could paint. I'm going to tell you something that I always wished I could do. I always wished I could sing. I always wish I could sing. I always wish I could play the piano. That's something I always wish. And I think I wouldn't mind, wish I could draw. I think those are the most talented people. People who can play the piano. To me, that's just a God-given talent, especially when you can play by ear. You don't have to read sheet music, because a lot of people can play by ear. Like R. Kelly, he can play by ear. That's why I said he's such a waste of a human. You got this God-given talent, and you're going to be out here, sleeping around with all these women and sexually assaulting women and doing all kind of dirty things behind closed doors when you could have been, at the top of your game. Just a waste of talent. But those are talents I think are just awesome. A person that can draw, a person that can play the piano. Art teachers are the best. Okay. Yes. Yeah. I'm trying to think. I didn't take art in high school. I did communications is what I did. And what did I do? Graphic arts? I think I did graphic arts or drafting or something like that was one of my electives I took in high school, my senior year. But I didn't take art because I probably didn't take art because I knew I couldn't draw. There wasn't no need of me trying to go down that road. Yeah, I wish I could draw though. Now I remember 6th grade, we had a little art session and we were supposed to draw. I can remember she had us draw the person sitting next to us in the classroom. And I did a really good rendition of this girl who sat diagonal from me because we had like 4 desks that sat in a box. So it'd be like this person in front of this person and this person in front of this person. So it'd be 4 desks. So I ended up drawing her. As a matter of fact, I remember her name, Debbie. I'm not going to try to say her last name, but she was Italian, I think. And she was a stocky little white girl. She had a thick brown hair. And she had real broad shoulders. And that girl had calves like a baseball player. she's kind of athletic. I drew a picture of her. I remember that 6th grade. I drew a picture of her, and it kind of scared me because when I looked at the picture, I thought, "Damn, that really looks like her." Maybe I should have focused on that more, because I never thought about being an artist. I've always wanted to be in the art arena, but not necessarily an artist. Very interesting. Well, I'm not going to hold you guys. I'm going to go. I'm going to finish watching this movie. My selections for this week have been Cold Comes the Night, free on Freevee, or it might be Pluto. Check my community board. It's one of them, Pluto or Freevee. I believe this has also been offered on Prime Video, this The Lie. I've got it posted to my community board. It's a very good movie. As somebody in the chat says, it gets crazier, and I know it will. That's what I'm currently watching right now, is The Lie. It's on Freevee. It's about a young girl who stops and picks up a girl on their way to this ballet retreat. And the girl really doesn't want to go, but her dad is driving her there, and they happen to stop by this little bus bubble and pick up a girl that goes to her school, and it goes from there. God, it's wicked. It's really wicked. Kids in paint, chalk, and glue is fun, laugh out loud. And all my art teachers were pretty awesome and creative. Okay. I took art in high school. My teacher told me I would be better taking a history class. Laugh out loud. Oh my God. He had a nice way to tell me I have no talent for art. Oh, okay. Well, everybody has their thing. Some people are good at math. Some people are good at history. Some people are good at science. Some people are good at art, graphic arts. I mean, everybody has their talent, you know. And that's the thing about us being unique individuals, is that there is that guy who can play the piano. It's that lady that can play the violin. There's that person that's good with the art pencil. Everybody's different. Somebody can sing. I mean, somebody can throw the ball, run fast. It's just the way it is. Everybody can't do the same thing. And that's what makes us unique. Now, you got some people, they're multifaceted. They are good at art, singing, dancing, sports. Scholastically, they achieve well, you know, like in the math, science, history. Some people can do it all. When I say they can do it all. But, you know what they say about smart people, that they're dumb as a bag of rocks. So imagine having all these talents and you don't know which color light to cross the street on. Just a little mild humor. Oh my goodness. What'd you say, honey? What'd you say, TYVM? Oh my goodness, coleslaw so silly. I done good to pass lunch. Well, I think that's the one course that we all enjoyed in school, was going to lunch. Probably that and recess. I think most kids will tell you that. When is lunch? I'm ready for lunch. Shoot. Oh, yes. Lunch was probably one of the best courses you could take. You can't mess that up. Eating food. How can you mess up eating lunch? You can't. God forbid. Well, only one person in the chat said they want to spend time with their family. The rest of you have told me nothing about what you wanted to do for this upcoming year. Any goals, any old habits or bad habits you'd like to try to get rid of, stop. I think once you get to a certain age, it's really hard to try to stop doing stuff. You know, it's just like me. I like moving stuff around, as you can see, because I'm OCD. I get bored with stuff. I get sick of looking at something a certain way, so then I move it. Then I get sick of looking at it that way, then I move it again. It's just bad nerves. But once you get to 50-something years old, I doubt that I'll stop moving stuff around. I think the only way that I'll stop moving stuff around is if I can't move. then the stuff will just stay in its place. So I don't want to summons that as a, bad karma, but just saying, as you get older, it's just hard to stop doing certain things. It's just, but I did say, and I've said this many times, only buy what you need. Don't bring in something that you don't have a place for, because that's how clutter builds up. Really, I should do that, is be a organization expert. But the only thing is, I think I would pass out if I had to go walk in somebody's house right now and it was filled with clutter and I couldn't see the windows to the top of the window. I'd probably just pass out and say, this job's not for me. Because I've got to be the one to go in there and help them get their house organized. And I know I don't have the strength to do that. I'd have to pay other people to do it. I just couldn't do it myself right now. I wouldn't have the mindset. I still watch my hoarders, and I watch a lot of stuff on YouTube. I think that's what I'm going to do tomorrow. I'm going to turn on one of these YouTubers' channels. I'm not even going to tell you her name, but I found her on YouTube, and I'm going to keep my mouth closed because I have not been nice in my head about the stuff I've seen on her YouTube channel. But I'm going to show her channel. Hopefully it doesn't get flagged. But I just want to show you how nasty some people live. And she does it for free. She and this other guy from the Midwest, they go in people's houses and clean their houses for free. And I think that is exactly what I'm going to do as my New Year treat for everybody. I'm going to pan this phone onto the TV tomorrow, and we're going to watch an episode, and I'm just going to let you all go at it in the chat. I think that would probably be the best live I would have ever done. What you said, I resolved to read my Bible more, travel, spend more time making art. Okay. Fireworks are going off here too. Oh, are they? Okay. I'm going to get a house this year, like an actual house with a decent yard. Rent or buy, I want something more permanent. That's my goal. Well, that's a wonderful goal. Hello, 2521. Hey, honey, Happy New Year. Thank you, sweetie. Well, Jess, you've missed part of this live where I was talking about that, perhaps. Why I showed that video about that guy killing the neighbor, he and his stepson, in New York, is people get fed up in apartments. And I get it. We're all going to make noise. We're all going to drop stuff. We're all going to bang stuff in the kitchen. And I get that. I know I'm not, stupid to think I don't make noise in this apartment. But the point is, like right now, it's dark outside. It's not real late, but it's dark. My mind shifts to, it's time to settle down for the day. And even if I had children here in this apartment, let's just say this apartment was big enough for me to have children, they would not be running around in this apartment. Now, some people may say that's cruel to a child. No, it's not cruel. There's a time and a place for everything. You're not getting ready to run over my feet. Do you understand what I'm saying? See, I wasn't raised like that. And it wouldn't matter if I was sitting here on the phone, watching TV, reading a book, sleep, whatever. I'm not going to have kids just running all over the place, because that's how, one, it's annoying. Two, that's how kids get hurt. You're running, you trip, you fall, you hit your head on a coffee table. Guess what? You wouldn't have tripped and fell if you weren't running. That's my point. Because a house, and it's especially apartment, it's not made for running around, jumping around. It's just not. And like I said, this is the very reason why people don't want to be in apartments, because noise ricochets. You don't have a lot of privacy. Poor insulation. It just gets old. Jenny, I noticed that. Yes. And you know what, a coleslaw, you would think with newer places, that the walls would be better. So I pray that the new place I go to, because I'm praying that I get in at this new place, I pray, oh dear God, that the walls are insulated, because I don't want to hear no more shenanigans. But I will be praying for you, just for your new house, and pray for me that I get this new place, even if it won't be a house, but I just pray that it works out. I'm just wanting some newer structure. I'll settle for a new apartment if the neighbors are act right. But I'd like a new place where there's everything's new closet, new toilet, new countertops, new built-in microwaves. That's what I'm looking for. Everything's just nice and neat. All I gotta do is just put my stuff in there. Thick walls and no steps. Yes. Coleslaw, you're right. Yes. Thick walls and no steps. Yeah. This should all be one level. Exactly. Because I did put a preference in about that. One level. I want to be on the ground level. But then I thought, golly, if I had the strength to live on a top floor, I don't have to worry about listening to anybody's running and ripping and running and banging. But I don't know. I think this one building that they're building, it might be, I'm thinking it's going to have an elevator, because I've seen the different levels driving by when it was under construction. And I think that one building they're building, I think that building's going to have an elevator. There's just no way you're going to be able to walk all those steps, because it doesn't have outside balconies. So it looks like it's going to be the type of building where you go into the main level and then you ride the elevator to your apartment unit. So that would be even better. But then the flip side of that is, if you get the wrong damn neighbors, everybody crowded into a high-rise building, oh, hell. Oh, jeez. It might get crunk. We'll see. We'll see. Thank you, Jenny. Thank you all. Thank you so much. Thank you, Coleslaw. Thank you all so much. Thank you, Jess. I'm going to get out of here. I'm getting ready to finish watching this movie. Go to my community board to look for Cold Comes the Night and The Lie. I'm currently watching, as you see right there, it's on pause. The Lie. It is good so far, because Queen has been talking junk before coming on this live, honey. Because I've been cussing this TV out, trying to figure out who wrote this damn movie, because it is the craziest movie. So before I check out of here, go into your Roku TV or Roku box or your phone, however you're going to watch it, computer, and pull up the Freevee app, open it up. They have some good selections so far. They've got TV shows, documentaries, all of that. I've even seen some new stuff in there that I don't think I've seen, about Ted Bundy and some other crazy characters. But anyway, it's called The Lie. It's about a young girl on her way to a ballet retreat. It's in the dead of winter. She doesn't want to go. Her dad is taking her, and she happens to be riding down the highway and sees a girl who is a student, and she's waiting at a bus bubble. They pick her up, and the girl has to pee. The girl they pick up, they pull over to the side of the road. She and his daughter go off into the woods. I'm not going to tell you no more after that, because it's going to blow your mind. Oh, my God. The Lie, now playing free on Freevee. Freeveee is the app. I have it posted to my community page if you want to watch the trailer to decide if it's something you're interested in. Thank you, Stardust. I appreciate that. That sounds exciting, Queen. Yes, it does. All of it. Yes, amen. God, thank you all. All right, everybody. If you'd like to donate to this great network, $ Big Angie, 129 Cash App. Stickers and chats are welcome during the live stream. Prayers for our missing. Prayers for our runaways. Prayers for those young people and older who have been human trafficked. Prayers that they are safely found and get the help that they need. And especially when it comes to the children, If they're not in a good environment, they don't have a good home life, prayers that they go somewhere where they can be loved and treated with respect. Prayers for justice for Summer Wells and her brothers. Amen. We're going into a new year. No information. Sadly. Let's just pray that we get justice for baby girl and her brothers. Thank you all so much for following this network and supporting me. And please go in the queue to watch the last uploads and live streams. I have over 2,000 videos to my name, first under Everyday Shenanigans and then the Vault XL. But tomorrow, we are going to have some fun on this channel. We will be watching a show or shows, depending on how long I've got strength to sit up and film, YouTube content pertaining to very dirty houses. And we are going to watch. I'll try to do one show tomorrow of one of the ladies' shows, or I might show the Korean ones, because they even the Koreans, they've got some hoarder shows, and I didn't know that. I found one just by accident, and they do a good damn job. They don't do no flim-flam cleaning. I mean, they take off vent covers, everything, and clean. You know, just like the hood ranges. Oh, they go all up under there and clean. So we might do a compilation of an American show and then the Korean version of Messy Houses. And we'll watch that together, and I will just sit and let you all comment in the chat. And then I'm going to tell you why I'm going to show these shows to you. It's to show you how bad people live, lazy people are, because that's just how I feel now. And the fact that you don't need as much stuff as you think you do. Whether you're 20, whether you're 40, whether you're 60. Because these companies sell all this stuff, making you think you need all this stuff, and really you don't need it. You tell yourself you need it, but you don't. Because, you know, there's this old commentary of, if your house was on fire and you had to grab something, what would you grab? So I want you all to ponder on that tonight. And think about that when we go watch the shows tomorrow together. If your house was to catch on fire right now, and you were able to grab something before dashing out, what would it be? And I don't even want to say, give you an option of two things, because naturally you're not supposed to be grabbing any damn thing. If it's a fire, you're supposed to be running out of your house or running out of your apartment. So I'm just going to say one, because that's the logical thing. What is the one thing you would grab out of your house if it was on fire right now? Or I'll say two. Let's be unrealistic. Two things you could grab out your apartment. Because naturally, it could be smoking and not actually flames. So if it was smoking, a person might just be crazy enough to say, oh, I got time to get this and get this and get this, which wouldn't be a good idea. But anyway, just something for you all to, Stardust says pet. Okay, Coleslaw says my family picture albums. Well, Coleslaw, how many albums are there? It ain't a bunch of them, is it? Because if it's a bunch of them, you ain't going to have time to grab a bunch of family albums. 3. And where are they? See, depending on the fire, I don't know if you're in a house or an apartment or a condo. If you are in a place such as your bedroom and you smell smoke, let's just role play here. Coffee table. Could you get to your coffee table? So you don't know if it's a fire because we don't know what the fire is. Fire could be anywhere. Fire could be in your bedroom. Fire could be in the kitchen. How do you know you'd be able to get to the coffee table to get the albums? Just saying. See, this is why I want to show those videos tomorrow. Because the more stuff you have, like I said, you got to find somewhere to store that stuff. It's a hindrance. Dust, cleaning, all that. Then you got to think about, yes, the worst case scenario. If you had to run out your house, grab something in case of a flood, fire, whatever, would you be able to get to it? And see, this is why they tell you why you don't need your rooms and your doorways and windows obstructed with clutter, because you need to be able to get out of your house. In the living room, I would just get me, say what? If it's in the living room, I would just get me. What are you saying, honey? You saying the fire would get you? Is your bedroom close to the living room, or do you have an upstairs? But she didn't respond yet. Well, I'm going to check out of here. We'll talk tomorrow. And like I said, I'll pick a show for us to watch. And we'll just let you see some very, very unkempt environments and what it's like to go in them and try to get them back to a half decent standard of living. And then I'll ask you questions about, do you think the people are ill? Is being depressed an excuse to live in a dirty house? Because this girl says that a lot during her live streams when she's cleaning the houses, that the people are depressed, they have autistic children, just all kind of excuses you hear. And I want to hear everyone's opinion about that. The depression, the this, somebody died, somebody left, and, somebody got a divorce, because, you hear that a lot on the Hoarder Show. Something traumatic happened and the person just let their house go. So we're going to talk about that tomorrow for the new year. Coleslaw, what are you trying to say? All right, you guys, comment below this video. You all have a wonderful new year. God bless all of you. Please be safe. If any of you decide to go to any functions tonight, go to someone's home, which is wherever, a bar, please be safe. Have a designated driver. Do not veer off the beaten path with people you do not know anything about. Watch your purses, your coats, because this would be the time that people would lift up your personal effects because you're inebriated. And okay, thank you, sweetie. And just be careful. As I told you all yesterday, this would have been the perfect time tonight or in the future. Take somebody that isn't really a drinker. If you're a drinker, you want to have a couple drinks, invite somebody out that's not a drinker. Just let them be your designated driver. You all go out, have a good time. And you can safely get in the car later and enjoy the ride home and make it home safely. But it's cold right now. And as I said, I'm sure there'll be a lot of rideshare drivers out trying to make them some money. But the flip side is that some of you might be out there waiting for a ride, and that's not good because it's cold outside. And I hate the thought of anybody being out in this weather waiting for a ride share or a cab. So just be careful. Hope you all have mapped out your routes going out tonight if you're going out. Queen's not going out. I thought I was trying to go somewhere, but it's not looking like it's working in my favor. don't ask. That'd be a story for another time. But anyway, I think I just want to chill here at the little miniature penthouse and do me. I can have my drink here safely and just do me. But I don't know if something changes before midnight, then I'll step out. But thank you all so much. You have been listening to the Vault XL. Thank you all so much for joining me. Happy New Year.